Hello, and welcome to the Henshin Infinity podcast. Give us a follow at Henshin Infinity on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter.
I'm Josh, and we are starting things off with our first episode being Mighty Morphin Power Rangers Once and Always. We're going to talk about it and talk about what we liked, what we didn't like, and joined with me today are my Ranger crew. Say hello to John, the owner of Henshin Infinity.
Yes. Yo ahoy. Welcome.
Scott.
Sup?
Kathy.
Hey.
And Marlon.
Yo.
Yo to everybody.
We're a talkative bunch.
This podcast is going to be coolio. It's our first one talking about Power Rangers and a specific topic like this. We've done plenty of podcasts in the past, but this is our first one like this. Let's just dive in and start with John. How did you like the movie or the special?
Well, I enjoy, besides some nitpicks here and there, I genuinely enjoyed it, but I have more of a bias towards Billy, and there was a lot of good moments for him. So, but overall, I enjoyed it, and I want to see more of it. But there were some mistakes here and there.
All right. How about you, Scott? What did you think?
Too much CGI energy is dangerous. All joking aside, I mean, I liked it for the most part. I've got nitpicks, and I'm sure we'll get into those before we're all said and done here. My only real legitimate complaint, though, is the CGI. It made the 90s movie look good.
That it did.
But other than the CGI, I enjoyed it. The
right.
Megazord should not have tiny T-Rex arms even in Megazord form. I'm just going to put that out there.
No, it shouldn't.
How about you, Kathy?
I liked it. There was a few things I didn't like about it, like Scott was going on. The Megazord and the CGI for the individual Zords were horrifying. The only one that looked good was the Triceratops. All the other ones are horrible.
Triceratops definitely had the best model.
Yes.
How about you, Marlon?
It was all right with me. I mean, again, like everyone else, I enjoyed it. I've got my own nitpicks to it too. Yeah, like it's already been said, the CG could have been done better. The Megazord should never have baby T-Rex arms. That really just made the Mastodon look pretty damn small. I guess it was a little too cold in the Arctic.
There's a Black Ranger joke in there somewhere, and isn't it supposed to be longer?
I mean, the head was.
The trunks
Thing was wide.
Well, for me, after I first watched it, I'm not gonna lie, I kind of hated it. I guess I don't know if it has anything to do with the whole just rewatching all of season 1. But there was just a lot that I felt like there were like I said, I originally hated it. I think it's just kind of mid. There were things I liked, but a little bit more. Maybe there were some things I hated, and we'll get more into it because I'd like to just kind of go throughout the movie. We can start with the opening act and kind of just discuss what worked and what didn't work. It was awesome to see Billy be the main character after what David Yost went through on set, and coming back to the franchise after 27 years or something like that.
I mean, for all intents and purposes, it was a Billy movie.
It was,
Mhm.
definitely.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't think that's a bad thing. I mean, obviously he's one of the ones that's the most invested in the franchise at this point. And it was the base underlying story was good.
Yeah.
It made sense.
It did.
Yeah.
And I thought it was good for Billy, like just to say, like spoilers if you've already reached this far and you're listening to it. We know, and we already knew it was going to be that Trini dies, but for Trini to sacrifice herself for Billy felt like one of the most right things that they got right in that movie.
Yeah, especially considering how close the characters were. Although it does highlight one of the things in the film that I haven't decided how I feel about, because it could be seen as both a positive and negative. They definitely took advantage of the fact that they were aiming for an older audience. Like there's some Ranger brutality in this film.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
and,
yeah.
they really, really, really like to use the word kill when they're not aiming at a younger audience. I mean, I expected the theme song to be kill, kill, murder, kill, kill.
Oh, God damn it. Why?
That
all the words. Damn it, Scott.
That reminds me. I figured out why Rita was a robot. Because remember, we were talking before the special aired, it was an odd choice for them to make her a robot. And I'm not talking
Yeah.
story-wise, I'm talking behind-the-scenes-wise.
Okay.
That scene where Billy puts a power lance through her chest, that's why
Yeah.
Rita was a robot.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Because they didn't want to
Because
show
that would have
the
been outright murder.
Yeah, well, they didn't want to show the Rangers bodying humanoid characters.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Robo Rita is basically a monster.
Yeah. Which apparently the Rangers have trouble killing now.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Stupid.
but that was one of my big
Nitpicks
snafus in the movie. But
Apparently they're the Mighty Morphin pacifist Rangers. Kill, kill, murder, kill, kill.
It's going to be the theme song of the podcast now.
right, at least we have an episode title.
And that, ladies and gentlemen, is how podcast titles are born.
Right? But
Excellent.
But as far as the rest of the scene goes, like, I was glad to see that it was like, the Rangers that couldn't make it back to film actually had a decent fight or two in it.
Yeah.
I'm glad that they used some archived voiceover, and
Jason.
yeah.
Yeah.
You thought,
that was clearly not Jason.
In Green with Evil was bad.
Again, like I said, it was that equivalent of Tommy's "No Way" in that way back then. Exactly.
And it's just so weird because they used his voice later in the episode, so it clearly wasn't a rights issue.
Right?
Probably used the wrong voiceover voiceovers.
They used alternate Jason. That wasn't Austin St. John. That's probably what they did.
Actually, thinking back on it, I wonder if maybe they used Rocky by accident.
I could see that.
Mhm.
I'll have to go back and rewatch it now because I keep on forgetting. He pitched his voice down a little bit in fight scenes back in the old show. So it might have been him.
So Trini dies, and I just want to say, like, the Pink Ranger, like, her getting to her knees was like the most, like, the only one that really felt like the gravitas of the moment. Like, even.
Okay, I was going to say, you need some context for the Pink Ranger on her knees because people are going to take that wrong if you don't.
Yeah.
All about taking it
A little
wrong.
mature audience, but not that mature.
Tommy, let me see your dragon dagger.
That being said, I really do wish Billy would have maybe thrown his helmet over the, I wish there was a little more frustration,
I
or
think
at least a
Billy,
bit more especially with Jason and Tommy.
I wish there was more emotion in that scene. It was just like she died.
I think Billy was too having everything caught up in his head. Like Rita was released, Rita got away, and just everything.
This is all my fault.
Yeah, it was everything, and blaming himself. Like all of it all at once made it hard for him to know how to react.
And I think David Yost did a pretty good job of selling that. I think Walter didn't sell it quite as well, but his acting in the rest of the special is better.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
I can. David really wasn't the problem. Like when I see how they played off of each other too. But I also, like the suit actors. Like I wish Jason and Tommy's suit actor would have.
Reacted more.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah,
whoever they got for Kimberly's suit actor, as Twitter put it, that suit actor understood the homework. She, because when you go back and you watch the old Power Ranger show, and this is actually something that was a problem throughout the special as far as the fight scenes go. What really made the Rangers believable in the old show, despite the fact it was actually Japanese suit actors, is they understood the character's body language in fights. In the first season, the actual character actors, Austin and Twee and Amy and all of them, mimicked the Sentai characters very well. In the later seasons, the suit actors mimicked the out-of-suit characters very well so that the body language matched. And that was something that in the special, really only Kimberly's suit actor did. Like, she definitely had Kimberly's body language down. The rest of them kind of didn't bother.
it makes me wonder if they used some of the Dino Fury suit actors or stunt people or anybody
It does make me wonder. Who knows?
Right.
Does anybody have a phone handy to check who the stunt actors were? Because I kind of wonder if maybe they just got Kimberly's back because she's still active in the business. And she had a specific suit actor back in the day.
Is somebody checking that?
I'm actually.
I'm on it.
No, it was definitely not the same stunt actor.
Mm.
They used all Japanese stunt actors for the special. And the suit actors back in the series were a mix of Americans and Asians. And God, I can't remember what her name is, but Kimberly's stunt actor was a blonde woman.
Gotcha.
And was her stunt actor all the way through Mighty Morphin. Also, hilariously, Sarah Michelle Gellar's stunt actor on Buffy. They shared a stunt actor.
Makes sense to me.
Right. So the next thing I like the because I really like that Billy wanted to tell Min what happened.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It makes sense.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, how else you gonna explain her mom dying?
Right. Not in a good way, and Min would have a lot more questions and probably have a lot more issues.
Yeah.
I could have just seen Zach being, well, you know, your mom went to the supermarket for milk and she didn't come back.
Oh. I don't think Zach would do that.
Right?
What else is he gonna do?
What does Zach want to tell her? Like Rita just killed your mom. Why did she kill my mom?
Right.
She was in the wrong place at the wrong time. The Rangers weren't there yet. It was collateral damage.
So
I mean, yeah, that could have possibly worked.
Right.
I mean,